Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. I'm Steffi Fernandez and today we'll be doing the design for St. Paddy's Day, which is based on my least favorite drink. Yeah, you've guessed it, a pint of Guinness. Let's get cracking. So before we start the design, just a quick one. We've got a stiletto tip and I've just buffed the surface so it's not shiny and the paint can stick better. For this design, I'm going to be using Ceres Black and one of our new colors, which is Sugar Cookie, which is a gorgeous color that I think represents that froth that I'm going to paint on the nail shortly. And I've also pre-mixed a gold shade over here, which is like just gold pigment and top coat. You can see it's starting to separate at the moment, but I've just created that so I can do the logo with it. So yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna go in with Ceres Black, and I'm just gonna go and paint a couple of thin coats on the nail to cover it fully. Nice and easy. Just make sure you cover the whole nail. 2 thin layers is always the way. And give it a cure for about 30 seconds. So I'm gonna go in with a sugar cookie now, and then just take a little bit on my palette, which is slightly ruined from all the painting that I'm doing lately. And I'm gonna go in with my Triple Zero 3 brush. Triple Z, I don't know where that came from. Anyway, we're gonna go in with that brush and I'm gonna just start mapping out that line of where that froth comes up on the beer at the top of the glass. So I'm just gonna paint a nice straight line just to mark up where it is. And then I'm gonna fill the top section with cookie crumbs. I've chose this color because I don't think the froth is quite white. I think it's got a bit of a tint to it. I've never really been much of a Guinness person myself, guys. I won't lie, I'm more of a Foster's kind of gal, but you know, just for today. So I filled that upper section and now I'm just gonna go in and just neaten that line and make sure it's nice and straight before I give this a cure. And again, a quick 10-second cure, just so the product doesn't move, and then we can continue doing our design. Right, so the Guinness the reference that I'm using has got a little harp on it. I mean, that's the logo of the pint. So I'm gonna go in with the gold and try and paint that on top of our nail. So it looks like a V shape. So I'm going to thicken this line over here. There's a little semicircle on this corner, so I'm just going to paint that. And I'm gonna go in and make this line slightly thicker. Make sure you pick up just a very tiny bit of product, so you can be more precise, and then you can just add more color in if you need to. But it's always safer to have less product on, because it's easier to clean up less product. And I've got another little line on the side here, which I'm just gonna paint on top. Do this really slowly, because you don't want to join those lines. I'm just going to pull the color down slightly more. And we've got the strings in the middle, which I'm going to go in for now. The less pressure, the better. So I've got the harp ready here. Let me just neaten up this line a little bit, and then we're going to cure it. Yep, and I'm going to flash cure that before I mess up. Right, guys, I've changed my mind. I was originally just going to use 2 colors. Well, with the gold, 3 colors, but I've just noticed on the picture that the writing Guinness is actually quite gray and not creamy. So I'm just going to be using, I think it's soft gray. No. Yeah, soft gray on here. I think it's soft lavender. Soft lavender, but it's got a gray undertone to it. So yeah, that's the color I'll be using. Soft lavender, but it actually has a grey undertone to it, so it looks quite nice. So of course we won't be able to fit in the whole writing, and of course it's round, the can, so you'll only be able to see a couple of letters, and I believe it will be the ends. So I'm going to just pop them on underneath the logo that we've just painted, and go from there. So I'm doing a diagonal line, and it has to be slightly thicker. And I'm going to carry on and join another line at the top and just pull it down. And now we're going to pull a little line out at the top of the letter N. So just one here, and then another one on the other line. A little less product actually. And now the third line has got a slight gap, so I'm just gonna do a little parallel line to that diagonal line that we painted earlier, and then I'm gonna pull a couple of thin lines through all the way to the bottom. You could also just paint without the gap and then draw a black line on top if you find that easier. And I'm gonna flash cure this quickly, and then I'm gonna do the other N. Not much space here for the line underneath, but I'm still gonna just do it on a small scale, just here. Now that there's space for another letter, I think I'm just gonna add another letter. I'm not gonna leave it just like this. I'm gonna be doing the letter E, so we won't be able to get the whole letter on, of course, but at least the edge of the letter. So we've got this ready. I'm going to flash cure that quickly so it doesn't move. And we'll add some more detail on in a second. Right, we've got this cured now. I'm just going to neaten some of the lines before I do the other design, just because I hate it when it's not straight. It will drive me insane, guys. So we've got that little line here at the bottom. Yeah, that seems all right. And now I'm really gonna attempt, I can't believe I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna try and attempt to paint the established and the year at the side of the harp, which is really, really tiny letters. So yeah, good luck to me, guys. I'm gonna go in and go for it. Got the E. Whew. Got the S. Can't believe it. The T should be easy because it's only 2 lines. Yay! I'm gonna flash cure that quickly because I don't want this to move. Tiny letters are not easy, especially not with a brush. So, yeah. And now I believe is it 19? No, 1759. God, that's been around for a while. Right, so I've got 1. 7. Whoop, we're getting there, guys. 5. Am I talking too early? And we've got the number 9. That's going to be a hard one. We've done it. I'm going to cure it now. Right, I've just noticed there's a couple more letters just near the harp, which is like a TM, and they're in gold. So I'm going to give that a go as well. Why not? Super tiny. Oh, okay, so we've got T. This is really happening. I've done it. Yay. And now we've got the letter M. Okay. Ah, we did it. I did it. I'm going to flash cure this quickly. Right, so we've got the pint done. We've got the Guinness, we've got the froth, we've got the harp. What I'm going to do now is just add a couple of like drops at the top of the pint. So it looks like it's just overflowing. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, overflowing. So I'm going to go in and just paint a section here and fill it in, and then do a drop on the other side. Let's do it again. So I've got a little bit of froth on here, and now we're going to do a tiny little drop on this side. I'm not going to cover the TM because it took me a little bit of effort, so maybe a little bit on the M so it looks a bit more round, this drop. And I'm going to cure this fully now and then go in with a top coat. Right, now that this is fully cured, oh my god, I actually want to drink this nail right now. Now that it's fully cured, I'm gonna go in with our Urban Graffiti top coat, and I'm gonna seal the design in and show you how it looks. Just a nice thin layer all over. Oh my god, that's so cool. Make sure you cap the edges. And then pop this into the lamp. Okay, and there you have it, guys. We've got a little Guinness pint on a nail. Super cute for St. Paddy's Day. Not my choice of drink, but definitely something I'd wear. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you on the next one, guys.